to see you here. Tonight, I just want to hang out and mess with your hair a little bit. Let's just chat a little bit, shall we? How have you been? Yeah. It's easy to get overwhelmed with all the things that we are supposed to do. We'll talk a little bit more about that, about expectations, all of the things that we want to do, that we just like in our core feel are a necessary part of what we should be doing with our lives. Pay attention to those feelings. And all of the things that we need to do. The things that we are supposed to do. And the things that we need to do are two separate categories. Keep that in mind, because it's an important distinction. Spoiler alert. For most of us, and there are some exceptions, but chances are you are not one of the exceptions, okay? So let's just assume that you're not. Even though we might think we are the exception. Most people have plenty of time to get done the things that they need to do. It's just that most of us spend our time on things that don't fucking matter. Things that legit don't matter. Some of those come from the want to do category. We'll talk about that a little bit more. category. What we think we're supposed to do. These come from all sorts of things. Comes from how you were raised. Comes from where you live. The people that you're surrounded with. They set these expectations for us. And we accept. See, because that's part of the equation. People can want you to do things that aren't right for you. People can place expectations on you. But unless you take those things on to yourself and accept those things, then they don't have to bother you. That's something that I know that I could use some work on. Doing things that I think I should do, that I think that I'm supposed to do. I wonder if you can think of some things that you do because you think it's what you're supposed to do in one of your roles. Maybe something that you're supposed to do because you're a woman or a man, or supposed to do because you're non-binary, or because you're a parent. Something to do because you're straight or gay, or because you're a business owner, or somebody who wants to become a business owner. That's a weird list, isn't it? It's not an extensive, comprehensive list. Okay. Just going off the top here, so give me a break. But you know what I'm saying. We think because of who we are, the circumstances that we're in, that there's things that we should do. Sometimes that eats up so much valuable time trying to make sure that we, say the right things even, dress a certain way, go to the right places, do specific habits or tasks that we think that we have to do. I often struggle with this idea of my morning routine, right? Some mornings waking up and drinking a big glass of water and sitting quietly and meditating before I do my fasted morning cardio, and then do all the things that it takes to get my children ready for school, and then all of the other productivity things that I need to do for my day. Journaling and setting to-do lists. And if something like that works for you, you think like, oh, I should do this all the time. Like, this is my thing. This is what I'm supposed to do so that I can get in the zone. But some days, we just don't need those things. And it's then that we might start feeling guilty, right? Oh, I was supposed to journal today and I didn't, so I'm no good. I'm a bad person. Or I'm supposed to meditate every day. I'm supposed to spend moments of quiet and mindfulness. And if I don't do that, then I didn't do all of the things. And it's just not true. You know, it's like, if doing those things helps you get centered or pushes you towards a goal, a meaningful goal, right? Like something that actually is worthwhile and not just like, oh, you know, a goal that is like something to just brag about, right? You know, like, oh, I meditate every day and I journal every day without fail, and this is what makes me a productive person. It doesn't have to be like that. See, you can pick and choose these things depending on what works for you right now, instead of basing it on what you think you should be doing, based on your assumptions, or other people's expectations of you. Okay. So that kind of covers the things that we're supposed to do. Let's talk about all of the things that we need to do. And then we'll talk about wants. Because I think wants are the most exciting part for me, right? Because needs, these are the things that we have to do. You know, whether you like it or not. You gotta brush your teeth. You have to make time to sleep. You have to get restful sleep. You have to floss your teeth. You have to eat nutritious foods that nourish your body. What else do we need to do? We need to pay our bills. We need to file our taxes. We need to do regular maintenance on the place where we live. Whether that's just cleaning our bedrooms or cleaning our showers. These are all things that we need to do. You know, if we're a parent, a guardian, a caretaker, then on those list of needs, the needs of the people that we care for. So, I think that we can all agree that even just all of the things that we have to do every day, drink your water, brush your teeth, floss your teeth, eat nutritious foods, take time to move, make time to sleep, all of these things that we need to do to maintain our bodies and to maintain our minds, they can take up a lot of time. And so you need a game plan. Here's the game plan. This is what worked for me. Take it, modify it. Don't do it at all if you don't think it'll work for you. But what I did is I took probably about a week and I just kept a running list of all of the things that I needed to do. All the things that I already listed, plus all of the other things. Whether it's answering emails or working on a specific project or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? And you write down everything that you need to do on a daily basis. Then you add to that weekly things that you need to do like once a month, and then things that you need to do every 6 months to a year. It's going to be a long list of things. Or maybe not. Maybe it's a short list of things and it's just feels overwhelming because you haven't really worked it out yet. But take the time to just really get clear on those needs and make sure you separate the needs from the wants, from the supposed to do, right? The things that, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that they're just needs. And then come up with a system where all of those needs have a nice little place in your schedule. Maybe it's Mondays or Sundays that you take care of one category of things. These categories I call buckets, right? So I have my creativity bucket. I have my household / chores, yard work bucket. You know what I'm saying? I have my personal care bucket, like showers and grooming and brushing my teeth, all that kind of stuff. Skincare, taking care of yourself, you know? Organize all these things into buckets, and sometimes that can help you say, okay, Saturday is my household / yard work, chores, maybe running around in the local area doing shopping. That's the day that I do those bucket things. And then during the week, you can just keep a notepad or something. You can add stuff to that category. And then you have time for it. You don't have to stress out about it because you know it's going to get done on Saturday. And so that's how you can find a place for everything to fit in, right? Maybe it's one day on the last week of every month that you put in your calendar as a recurring item to make sure you pay all your bills and double check your finances. Maybe work out a budget for the next month. And just set those things that you need to do to keep things running smoothly. And then once you get them all in there, you know you got time for them all. And so it's not stressful anymore. Cool? Okay. So if you try that, you'll have to let me know. And let me know if you're struggling with anything. And I'll be happy to help. You can always comment here on the channel, or you can go over to my Instagram, Certified Mood Official. It's in the description box, the link to it. And you can shoot me a direct message. And I will happily chat about time management or any other things that you might want to get curious about. I'm here to help. I want to be a resource, so let me know. Okay. Last category is the wants, or things that you want to do with your life. What are the things that when you do them, they make you be like, fuck yes, this is what gives me life. This is what fulfills me. This is what makes me happy. For me personally, one of those things is being right here. You and me. Just chatting. Brushing doll hair. Why? Because all I want to do is be the kind of person for other people that I have needed in the past. That's really all I want to do with my life, is be that person. Whether it's a parental figure, or a big brother, or just a friend. Somebody who will give you space to be yourself, and somebody who wants to help you work out your issues. These things that bother us all, right? And so I know that if I've been through it, somebody else is going through it. So you fill in as much of that other time in your schedule with the things that you want to do. It's got to be a little bit of a balance, of course, because you need to make time to do the things that support your life, whether it's the self-care, hygiene, going to work, making money, you got to fit those in there. And then spend as much time as possible, and hopefully increasing that time over the months and the years. Until eventually the things that you want to do become the things that support you financially and spiritually, emotionally. think that people, okay, this is a big one, and then I think this will be the last point that I make, and then we're just going to chill for a few minutes. I think that a lot of people don't do the things that they want to do because they don't have the resources. They think, why them? Why should they do it? Because it's already been done before. Okay. If it's something that you really want in your heart, like want so badly that it hurts more not to do it than to do it, then you need to do it. It's something that you need to do. Even if you don't think that you have all of the resources, even if you weren't the first one to do it, because you know what? It doesn't matter if somebody else has done it. The way you do it is going to be different. Only you can bring your perspective, your creativity, your viewpoint, your unique set of skills. Whether you think you have them or not, you do. You have everything you need to get started. And then you can build from there. I recently heard somebody in an interview who's built an incredibly huge and successful company say that they never thought that they would be in the position that they are right now. Because when they came into the game, there was already huge, Google size corporations running in the game. And they expected somebody like that to make the thing that they were working on. They were expecting less than greatness from themselves. And so, what kept them going? It wasn't an abundance of resources. It was an abundance of passion. It was knowing that the pain of not doing that thing that felt so authentic, that the pain of not doing it would be way worse than the pain of regret if they never tried at all. So, even when life is messy and life is not perfect, which it never really is it? Make time for the things that you need to do. Work it out, schedule it so that it's less daunting. And then spend as much time as you can working on the things that bring you joy and that make you feel full. And that's the secret to happiness. I don't know. Maybe it is. I think it is, actually. I really do. So, I hope that some of this was helpful for you. Just kind of ramble of some things that I've been thinking about. And just know that, like, I don't really have this shit figured out either. But I'm taking it day by day. And I'm not waiting for things to be perfect anymore. I'm not giving away my power. That's what I would hope for you. Is that you don't give away your power to things that you can't control. To your circumstances or to other people's expectations of you. Don't give them your power. Don't wait for the time to be perfect. Just start doing it. And build the plane while you're flying. It's a funny expression. I hope that you enjoyed our time together. And I will see you again very soon.